Yo, podcasters, check it. We here to thrill. Talking 80s flicks, ain't gonna drink our fill. Got our brews ice cold, turn the volume up. From Top Gun to Ghostbusters, never get enough. Collaborate and listen to our reminiscing. Back to the Future and the Goonies crew. Pop the top, sit back, got a beer or two. Rock those big hairstyles and neon light craze. 80s tunes in the mix, rocking all our days. Collaborate and listen to our reminiscing.
All right, what's up, everyone? Collaborate and listen, episode
39.
39. I was just looking back at some of our old episodes. Somebody asked me, to share the YouTube link. And so I went in, I was just scrolling through. I was like, 23, 15, 18. I was like, wow, we're on 39 already.
Yep. We've been pretty good at keeping pace. We made a conscious effort this year to try and keep it as close. Every 2 weeks we kick something out. And
so this one, after saying that, unfortunately,
last 3 weeks.
The last one was a big episode. If you haven't seen episode 38, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, go check it out. We had a cool cereal challenge. We had Cousin Keith and Superfan Chad both in studio.
We found out a lot about Chad's personal
we may not have posted everything that was talked about.
AI, but
yeah, we did have a lot going on in that one. And then in our lives there was a lot going on. I had my family, my kids. I haven't had my kids together at home for a long time. So shout out to Chase and Ashley. I know they both listen. And then also Ashley has kids. And so my grandson, Austin, I know he listened to a recent episode. So shout out to Austin. What's up, buddy? We also let Austin pick our next movie. So the next movie that we're going to be doing, we'll announce it now. We'll tell Keith what it is later. But for you all, we'll announce it now. The next movie that we're going to do is Naked Gun. That was Austin's choice. And so now, Austin, just because I gave you a shout out here in the beginning, you still have to watch the entire episode. You still got to listen to, don't be like, I heard it already, and then turn it off.
And then you have to text. You have to text.
That's to send.
Build yourself up with your status. And just to segue into Naked Gun, I believe we did drink something related to the juice in our episode 38. And OJ's actually in Naked Gun.
There'll be a lot of OJ reference from that one. All right. So it was great seeing Chase and Ashley together. Austin and Chaylin. Hopefully, maybe we get even Chaylin listening. But what's up? What's up, fam? Now, George, episode 39, we didn't say what movie we're doing for this one. What do we got going on for this one?
So this movie, we've been talking about this for a while. So we did Three Amigos. And for me personally, I actually remember when I went to see it in the theater. I went to see it at Waikiki Twins. I went to see it with my friends Sai and Jeff. Shout out to them if they're listening. I got them on Facebook. I'm not sure if they're collaborators or listeners, but we'll find out.
Well, yeah.
But I know,
text us.
I saw them. I mean, I was with them when I saw this for the first time in the theaters, and it was at Waikiki Twins.
Yeah, memories of even just the Waikiki theaters, right? Like that's, for people that don't know, there used to be 3 theaters. They used to have the Waikiki Twins, and then
the Waikiki 3 was on Kalakaua.
I mean, theaters in general. If you're growing up today, there's not a lot of theaters. I mean, everything is streaming, and
it was big. Like all the Star Wars movies I saw at Cinerama.
Cinerama.
I saw Break-In and Break-In 2 at Kapiolani.
Kapiolani, that's what is over there? I think it's like a Papa John's, or like it's
I mean, it was a Blockbuster for a while.
So I remember where Kapiolani theaters, like even the drive-in theaters, and we talked a little bit about drive-in theaters before, but those are like such good family night out. You go in your car, you drive to the theater, and then you watch a movie from your car. And growing up, we had a van, and then the back of the van, you could lay it down like a bed. And so you were like lying down on the bed watching, and then people with chairs outside.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it was common for people to smuggle in their friends in the trunk,
oh, I've
and
done
they
that.
yeah, I mean, it's like on the
And then
baseball team, we had like half the team was like in my trunk, and we'd get everybody in.
yeah, especially when we were like in high school, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like you instead of paying for everybody in the car, like yeah, you like $5, and we're like
yeah.
sneaking people in. One of the things that I loved about the drive-in theaters was the playground. You like
Oh yeah.
right, you know, like you're before the movie starts, they had a playground, like a little sand thing with swings and this big. I don't know. There wasn't much there,
It
but it
wasn't at
was
all of them, but I think I remember Cam Drive-In
yeah,
had
Cam
one.
drive-in.
While I didn't,
I want to say Kailua did.
while I had ghosts in the bathroom.
That
I
was
was in the women's side, so it didn't bother me, but
yeah, but I remember I'm pretty sure Kailua did. My favorite did you used to go to the snack bar was automatic too. Like so you could bring it's a drive-in, so you could bring your own food, but everybody always went to the snack bar. And I know for me it was like the chocolate ice cream, like the malt ice cream with
yep,
the little wooden
the wooden
stick
spoon.
and
Yeah,
yeah, the wooden spoon.
they call it a spoon, but it's just a
It's a
flat.
stick.
Yeah,
And just as it melts, I just I used to that was my favorite. Carnation,
the
chocolate
malt,
malt,
chocolate
whatever.
malt. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, so a lot of the movies that I watched in the 80s or that we even reviewed, I have memories of watching it in a drive-in theater.
yep, definitely.
And not much past the 80s. I mean, I remember after graduating high school,
Yeah, they all started kind of
that's a yeah,
disappearing.
in the 90s already, like it started that
Yeah,
it wasn't that common to go to a
I remember right by my grandma's house in Waipahu had Sunset Drive-In. That was like one of the first ones to go.
yeah.
And then one of the last ones was Kailua, right? I think Kailua was the last one.
Yeah. Do you know what's there now?
Leisure Dan
It's
Academy.
a
Yeah,
school.
yeah. It's just
Um, I haven't been there too recently, but that school is beautiful. Like they
oh yeah,
took that just like this big campus, and it's beautiful up there.
yeah. When Haley first started playing club volleyball, the club
Oh,
the the director of the club was also the volleyball coach at Leisure Dan. So practices were there. Yeah, that campus is unbelievable.
yeah.
And every time I would drive in, I was just thinking like, oh, I
Like the
remember
drive-in.
this was a drive-in. Yeah,
It's funny. I guess that's why they call them drive-ins. Well,
yeah,
what are you gonna do? We're gonna drive in. All right. Well, George, we've been talking for a bit. We didn't even get to fact checks. We're just talking. Okay, so I brought some beer today. So we mentioned a couple podcasts ago that I went to Austin, Texas for work, and I brought back some beer from Texas. And we haven't had a chance to drink them yet because in the last episode, we had the beer from Side Street, the one with Honolulu Beer Works with El Guapo, but there's no El Guapo
yeah.
that came with that batch. Anyway, long story short, we're gonna be drinking some different beer from Austin.
And we don't have El Guapo. But we did
we
pregame
did
with
pregame.
some of our favorite OMFG.
One of our favorites.
Mm.
All right, this one is Austin Beer Works.
Ooh.
So blood work orange. It's a blood orange IPA. All right.
Yep.
Oh, I could smell the
It just
orange
look
already.
it looks like blood orange.
All right. So first beer, Bloodwork Orange from Austin Beer Works. And these I did pick up from Trader Joe's.
Trader
Oh.
Joe's is awesome.
Oh, it tastes like grapefruit, kind of.
Yeah.
It has a, I guess you put orange with bitters, like make it bitter, and then it tastes like grapefruit.
And then you get blood orange.
You get blood orange. Yeah, so I wish that you could single out beer here like you can at Trader Joe's. Like you go to
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, if you don't know, you go to Trader Joe's and they have 6 packs of things and you can just make it a 5-pack and you just
Yeah.
you take one. As soon as somebody takes one off, the people that work in the store, they take the other 5 and then they put it on the single shelf and then people can buy singles from there. But you are allowed to break up any 6-pack and just turn them into singles.
Yeah.
Because down here we got to buy like the whole 6-pack.
Yeah.
We went looking for El Guapo before this because we thought we had it and we didn't have it.
And I swear they had it at Safeway before, but I guess it's
probably Foodland, or we could probably not every store that we go to from now on
is gonna have it.
El
Yeah.
Guapo, but we would have had to buy a whole 6-pack.
Yeah. True.
All right, how do you like this beer? We'll do a quick.
I don't like it.
Really?
But I think I said in the past I don't like grapefruit, and this is really close to tasting like grapefruit.
It's very strong grapefruit.
It is beer though, so by not
So it's not a
liking it,
zero.
yeah.
It's not a zero.
After I actually tried El Guapo a couple times in the past, and I'll say I like this better than El Guapo. But I was also telling Charlie that earlier I would rather drink a cookie butter beer and watch North Shore than drink El Guapo again. I was willing to do it today because we were doing 3 Amigos, but
All right. So now compared to this, is this better or okay, not North Shore. We'll just keep it to cookie butter beer. Is this better or worse than cookie butter beer? Oh no.
this is pretty close. But this is definitely better than El Guapo.
Okay. Well, I'll take that. Okay. I'm not a big grapefruit fan either. So this is not, it's not hazy. It's not, but I mean, it's an IPA. I don't know what it tastes like. Yeah. But the bitter gives a little, it's not horrible. I like it better than you like it, probably. I'll give it a 6.5. Like, it's not, I mean, that's above average still. That's still giving it a pretty good rating.
I'd give it like a 6.
Oh, see that?
And I have been sliding my scale a little, so I've been giving a lot more 9s lately.
So this
So
is pretty
6 is
low.
pretty low,
Pretty
yeah.
low for you. Okay. I on the ABV alcohol, it doesn't taste real big, but it is. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why it doesn't taste as good.
Mm,
I want to say 6, but it might be closer to 7.
I'm gonna say 7.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, it's 7 exactly.
Oh,
I want to say 6, but I
Yeah,
think it's 7. 6, 7. There
6,
we
7.
go.
We are
Yeah.
getting good at this stuff.
All right, Giorgio. What is that? I see a little.
Yeah.
I see a little something
There's
behind you
something
there.
new in the background.
All right, so yeah, we got a reveal. See how this looks on camera. All right, for those of you all listening, you have no idea what we're talking about. For those of you watching, oh, do you see what just
got some
happened?
neon.
We got a neon 30-inch collaborate and listen neon sign in the background.
We're officially legit.
We'll try it. I mean, like, lights on camera, maybe what we're seeing right now doesn't, I don't know. We'll see how this looks on the recording. The good news, I don't know about the light, but the good news is we still look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And if it's causing any epileptic seizures, we hope you guys appreciate this Joe Rogan experience.
yeah. And if not, just go listen to it.
Yeah.
But okay, we still haven't done any fact checks, but I want to talk about our shirts that we got on today. George is all dressed up today.
Yeah, I think I just ran out of like polo shirts to wear to work, so
But
this happened to be what I wore today.
This is all Thursdays is always my work shirts that I come here with. But I pulled up to the studio here and I was like, wait, are we wearing the same shirt?
It was pretty close.
So similar. I know we talked about this shirt. You can see it. A lot of people won't know what either of our shirts are. But I am wearing a Kikaida shirt.
Kikaida.
For those of you that grew up in Hawaii when we grew up in the 70s, Kikaida was very popular. It's like Power Rangers, Japanese, like
yeah.
what?
Kikaida and Kamen Rider was that was like the 2 biggest shows on Kiku
television. It was channel 13,
yeah.
and then when it turned into cable, 13 turned into 8. But Yeah, Kiku Channel 13. That's where like my grandma watched all of her Japanese programming.
So, Aborembo Shogun?
Oh,
Uh,
I remember that. I remember her watching that. But we actually have all of the I have the whole season of Kikaida, and I have the whole season of or all the seasons, like 8 seasons of Kikaida. And then I also have Kamen Rider V3. And did you know that they still have Kamen Rider in
oh,
Japan?
really? I never noticed. I mean, like, I've been to Japan many times, but I've never really looked.
We just went to the Tokyo station, the train station,
Mhm.
and we're walking around and there was a Kamen Rider store.
Wow.
And so and they have all the year like they have all the Kamen Riders, like all the different ones. And so the one that we watched was V3, and I guess they
Mhm.
have like all different ones now. What's your shirt? What do you got?
I got a Gundam shirt, so not
Not
really
Gundam style.
not Gangnam style, no. Gundam, though,
Gundam. Also, if you go to
so
Japan, yeah.
similar, yeah. It's more I guess it'd be closer to Voltron in case Haley's watching, but also
She better be watching.
not really our generation either. I think Gundam came a little bit after. Like, ours was more like Robotech and the original Voltron,
Yeah.
where, uh, like, 5 mini robots combine into one
The
mega robot
yeah, the
to fight
old
against the enemies.
yeah, that's I mean, and Power Rangers,
Yeah.
they kinda kept
I
that
mean,
that
Kikaida, even Kikaida, if you watch the old Kikaida and you see the guys that he's fighting, it's basically the same video that they show when they're fighting against them in Power Rangers. They just change the outfit. It's like it's, pretty crazy.
but I believe there's like a Gundam building or like a big statue. It's like what part of Japan is that? All we'll fact check. But yeah, if you go to Japan, there's it's still a thing in Japan. Kikairo probably not so much. You probably couldn't find anything. But we do have autograph the DVDs. When Chase was growing up, he was into Kikaida and they brought it back in the 2000s. And yeah, you could they would have autograph sessions and you could go down. So we have a bunch of the DVDs that are signed by Jito himself.
Ooh,
Um, we're not gonna do it, but could you sing the Kikaida theme song?
nope.
Oh, I could sing it. Now, Kikaida is so popular that even the UH band, I remember hearing them play Kikaida. This and again, this was a while ago when Kikaida was making its way back. They would play the Kikaida theme song. Not as much as the Hawaii Five-O theme song, but they have played it in the past. That's how big Kikaida's been
And
in
I
Hawaii.
mean, that's big, but to know the words, that's, like, next level, I think.
Well,
I was never at that level, but I could tell you a lot about Robotech.
yeah. I know the words, but I don't even think that's the right words. I just know what the words sound like.
Go, go, go.
But I do know that Chase, who he minored in Japanese and speaks Japanese. I asked him, "Do you still remember the words?" And he says, "Yeah." But it's also easier because he knows what it translates as, and it's
Mm.
basically he's like it doesn't. It's pretty like self-explanatory. It's like yeah, Jiro, Kikaida, Dark Robot. That's it. Um, I was, I thought about, I knew I was gonna wear this shirt, and I thought about putting in the theme song, and I forgot to load it up. So maybe next time for a fact check, we'll do the Kikaida theme song, and I'll sing along. Um, do you have any fact checks? I know we're still in our fact check section, but
I don't think I did.
the only thing that I wrote down, we were talking about it, and then we played the Killer Clowns theme song, and then we're like, "Well, who sings that?" And we couldn't. Nobody could think of the name of the group. The name of the group was the Dickies, and I asked like, "Did they have any other popular songs?" And not really. They're like, "Oh, this was a really popular song. They covered this, and then they did a cover of this, and
So no.
so not really. But they did write this song specifically. Hopefully, obviously, it's from this movie. I don't think they would have made the movie like, oh, we heard this song, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and make a movie out of it.
I was pretty impressed with me and Chad in Keith's clown
Clown
competition.
clown knowledge.
Yep.
Yep. Can you think of no, well, we won't go down that road. All right, when after you guys did the challenge, I was thinking of fuck, are there other clowns that I know? Like, how many clowns are there that were like, oh, and think about that one. But I'd have to go back and even look at the quiz to see which ones are on there. But did did he do Homie the Clown? I think Homie
Yep.
the Clown was on there.
He did Homie,
Um,
and we did Bozo.
that's classic. I mean, that's
We did the Insane Clown Posse. We
Krusty
did
the Clown,
Krusty. We did Pennywise, the original Pennywise from the miniseries, not the movies.
the girl from the big couch or the big brown couch or
Oh
whatever
yeah,
that was.
yeah.
That was debatable.
I kept looking. I was like, "Is that Doc McStuffins?" It would have. I would have had just as much luck with that too. But yeah. I mean, there's some others. I mean, there's a this thing that I watch. It's postmodern jukebox. What they do is they take popular songs and then they kind of change the. I think I've
Oh,
had you
yeah,
watch it
yeah, yeah,
before, yeah.
yeah,
So they'll change like the style of music.
yeah. Oh, that girl is good on
Yeah,
there. Yeah, I
there's
like.
a bunch
Yeah.
of them, and one of them, there's this guy. He's called Puddles the Clown,
Okay,
and
he's
yeah,
from
he'll come
America's
out
Got
and he
Talent. Yeah.
and he's been on EGT also, and he'll come out
Okay,
with the makeup like a clown, but his background is actually
opera. Yeah,
opera. Yeah,
opera. Yeah.
so yeah, Puddles the Clown is another one that wasn't in the.
Didn't
I was
happen.
ready though. I was ready if he had them.
All right. Next one is another Austin Beer Works. Now, if this one's not good, sorry.
So awesome.
Nah. Oh, we did have Electric Jellyfish that I brought back from Austin on the last one. I said we had to have that one, and it didn't have that much good ratings either. The beer scene in Austin wasn't wonderful. So, like, but this one, Fire Eagle, it is an American IPA, so
Interesting.
won't have the grapefruit flavors, but it's not hazy. So again, not what we love, but it's an IPA.
Yep, IPA, so it's gonna have a little bit of
Little.
punch to it.
All right. Austin Beer Works. All right. So cheers again.
What's it? Fire,
Oh,
fire,
Fire Eagle.
Fire Eagle.
No, I like the bloodwork orange better. It tastes like candle wax or something. Here, wait, maybe
Yeah, you might need some Snyder's rods.
hashtag Snyder's rods. No.
Maybe different. I think the blood orange impacted me that much that I like this one better.
Yeah. No, maybe the taste of the blood orange is affecting this one. All right, I don't like this one. I'm going straight. Like this is like a 4. I like it that much less. And the alcohol is probably the same. I think it's
Yep.
even. I'll say
Maybe a
less. I'll
little
say
less.
6. Yeah,
Yeah,
6.5.
I'll say because you went 6.5, I'll say 6.7, but definitely less than 7.
Yeah.
And I will also, well, I'll give it a 6.5 quaffable just because I gave the blood orange 6.
All right. Well, it has thrown me off so much that we're not even good with guessing the alcohol. It's 7.3.
Wow.
Still, I still don't like it. But
Yeah, but it doesn't taste as big as like the.
but yeah, it doesn't. Or maybe it does. Maybe that's what I don't like. It tastes, it's weird. I don't know what it is. All right. Now, I did not visit an Austin Beer Works or have any Austin Beer Works beer up there. And now I know I don't have to visit that brewery next time I go either. All right.
But
But
you just bought them and walked out. Oh, you said you got these from Trader Joe's.
yeah. And they're all going to be hit and miss. I didn't try any of these. These are all just what was on the shelf.
I mean, it's even like the ones in Sacramento or like the when I was visiting Davis. I think the brand is Track 6. And that one was in Safeway and in Trader Joe's and in our hotel lobby.
Oh, right.
But the IPAs were good. I mean, they had hazies. There was at least 2 different hazy IPAs.
Yeah. Anytime you can find, I think, from the store, anything that's in a 12-ounce can, I think is already a sign that it might not be that good. Like,
Yeah. Like
if
they
it's
didn't want to make it into like the 18,
the
18.2 or.
or the pints, right? The 16-ounce. Normal breweries will brew their beers. Hanakoa, the Revisions, the Great Notions, all of those beers that we bring, they're all in the 16-ounce cans.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, everything that's in this cooler is 12-ounce cans today. Hopefully, we find some good ones. All right, we're on our second beer. That means you're almost done with your second beer. That means we better get to it. It's time for Be Kind.
Rewind.
All right, so we are doing the Three Amigos. You know what year the Three Amigos is from?
I'm going to say 84,
I think it's 86.
86.
It's not written down here, but I think I remember it being 86.
I was going to say it came out, I saw it, and it was a summer either before 9th grade or before 8th grade.
Ooh. Okay, we got
So yeah, I mean, if it was
maybe
before 9th
86
grade,
then.
yeah, so it was after,
That would be,
before I went to high school.
I think that's it. We'll check that before. All right, synopsis. 3 washed up silent film actors, Lucky Day, Dusty Bottoms, and Ned Nederlander, are mistakenly hired by a Mexican village to stop the real bandit, El Guapo. Thinking it's just another acting gig, they stumble into actual danger and somehow become heroes. Main characters, Lucky Day. Now, they don't say their names too much throughout. The names are funny. Do you know which one is Lucky Day?
Lucky Day was Steve Martin.
Steve Martin. He's the leader with
And
confidence way above his actual ability.
Dusty Bottoms was, why can't I can picture him. Why can't I think of Chevy Chase?
Chevy Chase.
And then Ned Nederlander was Martin Short.
Martin Short. I said Nederlander. Yeah. Okay.
The Germans pronounce his name as Nederlander.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Little Nettie goes to whatever.
Yeah. And thank goodness for the Germans, or else this movie ends up very differently.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Come back to the podcast and hear us and hear the debrief. But yeah, when they arrive in Mexico, that German doesn't come in there and wreck shop before they come in.
Yep.
It's a different movie. And then Carmen is the other main character listed here, who's Patrice Martinez. All right, so
Big star in Telemundo.
was
Not so much. I don't know.
Yeah.
We can fact check that, but we probably won't find anything.
Maybe. I think I did look up like what else she was in, and she wasn't in a lot of other stuff. I was like, oh, like she's attractive, she's cute. Like she looked like she would be in like she could be a famous movie star, but she wasn't in a lot of stuff. Maybe Telemundo. I didn't look up. I didn't look up Telemundo
She wasn't in Colors.
for sure.
She wasn't, yeah.
All right. So in watching this movie, one of the things that I got stuck on or trying to place it is the movie was released in 1986, we think. When did it take place? Do you have any idea
Oh, I
of
wanna say,
around when?
God, gotta be like, maybe like 40s, 50s. It was they were silent movie stars.
Right.
So this is before
So when was silent movies
talking, yeah, maybe 30s even.
before that? So silent movies and like what so this film took place in 1960. It's set in 1916.
Wow.
And um so you just got to think like when was silent movies a thing? Because by the 1930s and 40s we were already like past silent movies. But like Charlie Chaplin, it's around that time. Like that's the only person that I know silent movies is Charlie Chaplin, which is like early 1900s.
Mhm.
So now in this movie there was no electricity. And then so I started thinking like, wow, if you don't know that it takes place in 1916 and you don't think like you don't even think about it that when this movie takes place, right? It's just like you just
Yeah.
see the events. There was no electricity in this movie. So in 1916, there is electricity in the world. But in this movie, there's no
But
electricity.
only in the White House.
In the do you know not the white but Iolani Palace? I think we talked about this before.
Mhm.
That Iolani Palace was like one of the they had electricity before they had electricity in the White House. Like Iolani Palace was one of the first. King David Kalakaua, like was very traveled and tech savvy and brought electricity to Iolani Palace. Um, and that was in the 1800s.
The Merry Monarch.
He is the Merry Monarch, which we just had the Merry Monarch Festival,
Yep.
which we were watching at Side Street.
Very good diplomat
Yeah.
for, I mean, as an ambassador for the then territory,
Mhm.
the fact that he traveled as much and was respected as much with other dignitaries from other countries, I guess, or like even within the US.
Very, very, very well respected.
Yep. He did jockey for position for Hawaii very well.
I don't know too much, but I taught at Robert Louis Stevenson Middle School, and I know Robert Louis Stevenson, who is author and was, I believe, friends with Kalakaua. Like that's his relationship. Like, why does Hawaii have a school named after like Robert Louis Stevenson? It was his relationship with David Kalakaua. And the newsletter was the Tusitala. And Tusitala means storyteller. And Robert Louis Stevenson was
The storyteller.
Tusitala.
Yeah.
Like that was his
Oh,
name that was given. I believe it was by David Kalakaua that called him Tusitala. And that was I know the name of the old Stevenson newsletter. And anyway, a little bit of Hawaii history
and now you
for
know,
you.
and knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is what is that from? That was like
G.I.
from
Joe. That was from
oh.
G.I. Joe at the end.
But yeah, I got kind of like fixated around 1916 and I started looking up. So this movie made me think about like history and yeah, the electricity and
Yeah. I mean, I never even took note. I mean, like that's an interesting point that they're not gonna discuss it because it shouldn't exist yet. So
Mhm.
they're not gonna say, "Oh, we're without." You just have to notice that they're without.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And so I started thinking, okay, so this movie is in Mexico,
Mhm.
right? It takes place in Mexico, and so yes, there was electricity, but not in some of the rural areas. So like they're like Mexico City, yeah, they had electricity, but out here, no electricity. And then I was like, how are they keeping their beer cold? That's the what I was like, we're drinking beer. One of the first things, how are they keeping their beer cold? Do you know how they kept their beer cold?
Kept it out of the sun.
No, they drank tequila.
Oh,
how, how do
good
Mexicans
job,
keep their
good
beer
job.
cold? They don't. They drink
Drink tequila.
tequila. So that is a thing that when the three amigos, so kind of back to the movie, is one of the first scenes is they're in the village and they're watching this silent movie. So these guys are actors,
Mhm.
and this lady El Guapo is like terrorizing their town. And so they need help. So they go into the city and they're like, we need help. And there's like, no, we can't help you. So then she sees this silent movie and they're like, okay, we're gonna call the three amigos to come help us. And they come, so they're like, oh, they just get fired from their job. They're like, they basically lose their jobs, and they don't realize that the person that is calling is actually really asking for help.
They're
And
actually in distress, and
yeah, but she promises them a whole bunch of money. But because in their movie, they're like,
they refuse it.
we don't need your money.
Yeah.
We do this like to help people.
Yeah.
So they actually take the job because they need the money because they just got fired and they just think it's another gig. But yeah, when they arrive, they go into the same saloon and they're getting a drink, and then I think they ask for a beer and they're like, "Oh, no, señor, no beer, no cerveza." And they're like, "Oh, we only serve tequila." And they're not as familiar, I
Yeah.
guess, with tequila,
What is
right?
tequila? Oh, it's like beer.
So they give him a big drink of tequila, and yeah, it
Yeah.
was
If you're not familiar with tequila, it will change your personality, if you drink enough of it, and they were pretty affected by it when they drank it.
yeah. We are I consider myself a professional drinker, and very rarely get sick from drinking. I mean, not in a long time have I ever gotten sick from drinking, but the last time that I got sick from drinking
Was tequila?
was definitely tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do it. Tequila.
I mean, yeah, I have no problems with drinking. My problem is with stopping, but I mean, that's a different
That's
that's a different story.
all right. I did not realize this, George, but I have another beer from Austin Beer Works. Apparently, that Austin Beer Works must have been close to this Trader Joe's that we
Well,
went to.
Austin picked our next movie, so
And Austin. All right. So this one, looking, all right. Peacemaker. Okay, so the first one was a blood orange IPA. The second one was an American IPA. And this one, oh, I thought it said anytime IPA. It's an anytime ale,
well, I
but
thought it was gonna say John Cena, Peacemaker.
the Peacemaker. George said what? So this is a anytime ale. George, when is a good time to drink this?
Anytime.
Anytime. All right. Let's see. Oh, they're getting. This one looks lighter in color. And it's not an IPA, so should definitely be a lot lighter. And if it's anytime, I'm guessing this is more like a session almost. Right?
Probably, yeah.
If they're calling it anytime,
Smells like one.
it
Yep.
smells like a lager
Yeah.
almost. Tastes
Like nutty. I might need another Snyder's
another.
rod.
All right. Now we're also drinking 12-ounce beers, so that's why they're going down a little quicker in case anybody's judging us.
We also pre-gamed some pretty heavy
Yeah, so we already
OMFG, and I've been on a diet, so I haven't really been eating much. But
it's gonna
anyway,
it's gonna
yeah,
hit good if George starts falling asleep
this could be
again.
entertaining. Yeah.
We'll see when cousin Keith comes on. He's gonna be like, "Hey, what were you guys doing on that side?" Um, all right. Quick. We'll give it a quick rating. I like this better than the American IPA. That's for sure.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a decent ale, but still not. I don't.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah, I'll go like 6. It's still not like we haven't gotten too delicious yet.
I think I've become really partial to hazies,
Yeah,
so I'll give it a 6.5.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just
I'll give it a 6 and hope that there's better. there's other stuff in here. All right. Oh, I didn't guess, and I just looked at it, so you can guess.
I'm gonna say 6.5.
Mm. I would have guessed even lower than what it is, but it's a 5.1.
Wow.
I probably would have said like 5.5.
And I
So
really only guessed 6.5
based
because of
on
the other
yeah.
two.
Well, here's what we can say is that Austin Beer Works not so much focused on taste, but putting in good alcohol content.
Consistent.
Yeah, we'll give them a thumbs up on that. They've been consistent in getting some strong beer in there, strong alcohol.
I found this on the web.
For the movie, okay, so not having any electricity. Like, wait, they were showing a movie. How do they show a silent movie without electricity? Do you
Probably the
remember?
same way they crank the TV. I mean, they had to actually like manually crank it so that it'd be like filming or the reel would be moving.
Yeah, so now when you watch movies, right, it's frame by frame and it automatically
Yeah.
spins.
I mean, because in the early 1900s, they had cars,
Yeah.
and those cars, a lot of them were powered with the crank. You know, they had to kind of
Started up.
crank it to get it started. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought it was I mean, it just made me think like, wow, okay, wait, there's no electricity. How are they I remember them showing the movie. And then it's like, oh yeah, there was a guy cranking the movie. So, this podcast is we talk about movies and all that. And so if we weren't talking about the 1980s movies and we were talking about movies from the 1910s and
Or the
1920s,
1880s.
we would have had like to watch a movie at that time. There was no Netflix, there was no streaming, there was no drive-in, there was none of that.
There was no theater. They were watching it in a church.
So what they had, they were called film. They were called like the people that went around and did it. They were the salespeople, and they said we go to this city, and then okay, we rent out a room, and people would pay that person who would get the film and get the projector, and they would pay him to show them the silent movie, and that's how movies were done. So you didn't go to a movie theater. It was people that traveled around to the different towns with the movies, and then they showed it to them.
So what they were watching in the church was kind of like a private engagement
It
that
was
was paid for those guys to come and
So somebody got this guy to come, and then people either they paid him to show it at their event, or people
or it was a
paid.
promotional thing for yeah.
But yeah, it was a person that you would just have to sit there and just crank through all the frames. And then in the projector, I'm like, well, how do they get the light? If there's no electricity, now we just have light bulbs that show it. And he said, no, it was like oil lamps that with the right like refraction of the light to
Oh.
make it bright enough. But yeah, basically from the
Was there
oil
like
lamp.
dinosaur in there running on top of a little
that
treadmill.
that was the Flintstone movie
Yeah.
projector was little dinosaurs.
So I had a few things that I jotted down, just some interesting facts from the because I was like, oh, I wonder if there's anything that we don't know about. Because I was watching, so when I watched it, and one of the first names I saw was Lauren Michaels, who is, I mean,
Yeah.
anybody that knows Saturday Night Live knows that name, and he's been behind so many, um, I would say like spin-off movies with characters based off of characters originally portrayed in Saturday Night Live, because he is like Mr. Saturday Night Live. And
Yep.
um so when I saw that, I was like, wow, I didn't even realize he was involved with this. And I was like, well, I guess because, I mean, Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, Martin Short, they're all like improv actors. They've all been on Saturday Night Live and or SCTV. But anyway, so when I was looking it up, I just was checking, like, there was like an interesting bunch of people that could have been cast. Originally Steve Martin wanted, he envisioned his co-stars being Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi.
Mm.
That would have been like, I mean,
Could be.
also a big
Could be.
name,
Yeah.
like they were big at that time, if not as big as Bill Murray and Martin Short, maybe even bigger at that time for Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. But also Steven Spielberg was one of the people that they had requested to direct this. And when Steven Spielberg was going to direct it, he had envisioned Bill Murray and Robin Williams to be with Steve Martin. So I mean, everything was, the common factor was Steve Martin.
Because he wrote
This
it
was
too,
his,
and
yeah,
yeah.
this was his baby. And there was also a point where I think they wanted Ned Niederlander's character to be portrayed by John Candy. And John Candy turned it down because at that time he couldn't ride a horse.
I was gonna say, I bet
Yeah.
I bet
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
And that was it. That was just about it. I mean, like, all of these guys, ridiculously crazy improv actors, unbelievable, like, just
We've
comedians.
done movies with everyone
Everyone
that
just
needs
about, yeah. And um aside from the actors and potentially Steven Spielberg directing it, and there is only one reason why I use the word plethora in an everyday conversation, and it's because of this movie. I would have never even known nor cared about the word plethora if I had not heard it in this movie.
When do they use it in the movie?
It's it's when the guys give El Guapo his sweater, and he was he was saying something like, would you say that I have a plethora
Oh,
of people that care, or it was basically,
I mean, yeah.
so it came up that they had him overemphasize and actually explain what a plethora was, so that the audience wouldn't feel that they misused it.
That's
And
funny. Yeah, that's good.
it was basically because he said plethora, and then his number one lieutenant guy, Jefe, was like, oh, we don't have the intellect like you.
I mean, this is 1960
Yeah, yeah.
Mexico.
So I just thought it was hilarious, and I've never forgotten. I mean, I use plethora quite a bit
A plethora amount
because,
of
yeah.
time. That's a good word. It's a
Yep.
good word. Okay, now you mentioned Steve Martin and what's the SNL and
Lauren Michaels?
Lauren
Yeah.
Michaels. Do you know who the third writer of this movie was?
Oh, I do, and I just can't. I'm drawing a blank right now. I can
Randy.
Randy Williams, Randy
Bueller.
Randy Jackson,
Sexual chocolate.
Randy
It's
Watson.
Randy Watson. It's Randy Newman. Now, if you're listening or watching,
Newman.
if you know who Randy Newman is, he's known for some other things. So I heard the name. I'm like, wow, that name is familiar. So I'll give you a hint onto like what else Randy Newman does. He also did the music or like the songs, or he was behind. So he's also maybe a composer, or so they did sing a song. There was a like singing around the campfire song, which I believe was a Randy Newman production or whatever.
I want to say he was the voice of the singing bush too.
And he was the voice of the singing bush. What I remember the name from is the song "You've Got a Friend in Me" from Buzz Lightyear and Toy Story. Very famous, popular song, "You've Got a Friend in Me." Look it up. That's Randy Newman, who co-wrote Three Amigos. But yeah, that's right. When I heard the name, I was like, wow, I know that from Toy Story. But he did. He did. He was the singing bush. And the invisible
Swordsman
is one of the other like kind of famous scenes
yeah.
that a lot of people remember from the movie.
Oh, there's some. I mean, like maybe not as much as Spaceballs, but there's a lot of stuff in Three Amigos that I'll still quote to this day, plethora, using plethora, talking about a mail plane because you see the little balls, or My Little Buttercup, or
My Little Buttercup. I do remember that kind of like in high school, people.
or even what was the one of my favorite, and I might be like the only person that remembers this, but when El Guapo is like going through all of his men, and he's talking about like I've known you for like so long. I can remember like we we conquered this village and we did, and then he comes to like Chevy Chase's character, and then Chevy Chase is like helping him along, and he's like you. It's like, yeah, we raped the horses. He's like, rape the horses. We rode off on the women. We rode off on the women. And he's like, who are you?
Rate the horses.
But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's just so much talent with that cast.
Yeah.
And to think, so this is Martin Short's breakout. This is his first leading role, or as a co.
When do you know like when he was on SCTV or SNL? Like was this already like an SNL thing? Him and Chevy Chase with Lauren Michaels. Yeah, I don't even know the timeline of his.
Yeah,
He was SCTV first.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, but this was his first coming out as a co-star or as a leading role.
His first, him and Steve Martin.
His
who,
first
who,
big,
who until today are.
Yeah, I
are
mean, there's still Only Murders in the Building. They're still doing it, and commercials for that.
So with I heard the name Lorne Michaels, and then you see the three of them, and Steve Martin with Chevy Chase and Martin Short are all much affiliated with Saturday Night Live, did you know that Steve Martin was never a cast member on SNL? I thought that he was. I didn't know that he wasn't. I
I
know
can
for sure that Chevy Chase and Martin Short are cast members.
yeah. I know I think Chevy
Original,
Chase.
maybe
Chevy Chase
original.
was the first live from New York.
Yeah, maybe.
He was the first one to come out and say live from New York. So Chevy Chase definitely. I will say growing up, I watched Saturday Night Live probably more than news
I
to
watched it
get my
regularly.
current events.
I still watch it to like.
Yeah.
I watch it now because I don't watch the news and
Yeah.
I don't follow current events. But when it's SNL season,
Yeah.
that's all you got to do is watch Weekend Update, and they'll make fun of it. The opening sketches are all like
Yeah.
it's
The monologues
the
and
monologues are all it gives you
but I tell
current
you what,
events.
growing up,
Yeah,
I watched a lot of SNL. Not until Wayne's World did I know who Lorne Michaels was.
yeah. I knew who John Belushi was.
Yeah.
I knew Chevy Chase. I knew Eddie Murphy. I knew Dan Aykroyd. I knew Joe Piscopo,
Yeah. Eddie
Gilda
Murphy,
Radner.
Radner.
Definitely remember that original cast. And then there was like a time where it went when you
Did you watch?
had
They just had a movie. I don't know if it was last year or I think it was last year because last year they had their anniversary, right?
the big one was
So they had a movie. I want to say it was called Live.
oh,
Was it Live from? Or it was basically about that. It was
but I don't know,
It
not
was the first night. It was about the first night.
but it a series though. Like there was
No,
a
it was a movie. The movie that they did. It was
oh
about
there was
the
also okay. I know what you're talking
the
about.
the day that led up to that first
Mhm.
Saturday Night Live and how it almost didn't happen. And like I think John Belushi was like a big part of it, and he just like walked off
Yeah.
set, and somebody had to go get him, and it was like all of these crazy events, and then they had like Lauren Michaels and what he went through, and it was a pretty good movie. I think I watched it on a plane actually.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go look that back up.
Yeah,
And because I feel like I
but that was
watched
pretty
it.
interesting. Yeah, I want to say it was like Live from New York would be too simple. It was something. It was something. It might have been like just like
Yeah. Something like
live on
that.
Saturday night or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Because they also had it was a mini series, and it was like that.
Yeah.
And like the first episode was something about the starting, and then they had another episode that was about musical guests, and the whole thing focused on musical guests. And then they had
Oh,
another one that focused on all like everything that leads up to the actual episode, all the
the movie was crazy. Like so Jim Henson, who's the creator of the Muppets,
right.
he had like puppet
I
characters.
know what you're talking. I did
Yeah.
see it.
He
Yeah.
had like puppet characters and he didn't want to go on because he said like the comedians were heckling his puppet. There's like everybody like this is my art and you guys are making fun of it and or it was just like it was he was more serious and
Uh-huh.
it was just a pretty
Well,
interesting to see that.
I I'll yeah, we'll fact check that
Yeah.
and look it up because I
We'll probably
did
watch this after.
yeah, I did watch it, and I'd love to watch that again. I randomly just watched a video clip probably today or yesterday, and it was from the Arsenio Hall show, and Jim Henson was on with I don't know if you remember, he had Ralph, which
Mhm.
was his dog
Yeah.
character. And he's sitting in the chair, and Jim Henson is like this with Ryan, and Arsenio Hall is talking to the puppet, and you don't even you can see Jim Henson, and you almost don't even like think Jim Henson is there. But they have Rolf, and he has a sling on this arm, and then he's talking, and then Arsenio Hall's like, "Hey, what happened? Like, why do you like what's wrong with your arm? Why do you have a sling?" And he's like, "Well, think about this. I'm a puppet. And he has one hand controlling my mouth. And he has one hand controlling this arm. Think about it. He's like, oh, okay, like this arm doesn't do it. Like you can't do anything with that arm. So we'll just put it in a sling. But it was like so believable that you're talking to this puppet. Like he was so good. Yeah. Like how Jim Henson influenced our life growing up. Like
Yeah.
was huge. And it's
I
puppets.
mean, the Muppet Show was just like watching Kikaida, you know, it's like a part of growing up.
making a
Muppet
comeback
Show,
too.
Saturday Night Live, Kikaida, and the Crack Seed Store.
All right, we're gonna get to our next beer, and then I think we're about ready to call Cousin
This
Keith
is not
on.
in Austin.
It's not a Austin Beer Works, and
It looks like it's a hazy.
in big letters it says hazy. That's all I'm going to look at. I won't look at any other where this came from. The good news is you guys can't see this, but we can already see it.
It's hazy.
It's hazy.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll give you guys a quick look there.
Ooh,
No, does it smell?
this is the world we belong in.
Oh, this smells very hoppy, very dank. Yep.
9.5.
Much better. We're back. Yeah. Thank you to.
I don't know if you guys noticed this light that's strobing here, but
Oh, okay. So, quick quaffable. That's definitely the best one that we've had tonight. Yeah, it's up there. I'll give it a. I don't want to like give it too high before Keith gets upset that because we didn't give his beer like a 10. But yeah, I'll give it a good 8.5. It's a good beer for a no name, like just a random orange hazy can here. I give it an 8.5.
for a very generic label, this is a very non-generic tasting beer.
This is we talk like beer, like that just
Yeah.
says beer. Like this is like,
Yeah.
oh, what kind of beer is that?
Oh, it's a hazy.
Hazy.
Yeah. So much more.
It is pretty smooth.
It's a very complex yet robust flavor.
I give it a.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
I agree because, yeah, Keith's gonna get mad if we don't give his
yeah,
like,
his
above
beer.
9.
He did leave us an extra chasing the juice or whatever. Like I think that's what it. So
Yeah.
we'll have that back on another episode. But
Or we can save that for Naked Gun.
yeah, we can. We should. That'd be exactly what.
Yeah. Save that for the juice.
We are for sure drinking it on the next one. Okay. Yeah, alcohol. Probably a 7. I don't know. It's not a Austin Beer Works, so it might not be that high, but maybe a little less than 7. I mean, it's smooth.
Nah, I'll go at 7.
7. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. 6%.
Wow.
We're a little bit off tonight, but with the
We were
content.
thrown off by the blood orange.
All right, let's give the bat signal to Keith. But yeah, that's good. Any final thoughts? Anything else? Oh, I know what we should do. We forgot like life lessons.
Oh, with the
Forgot about life
with
lessons.
Alyssa?
All right, how's it, Alyssa? We are live again on the podcast, and as always, whenever we do a podcast, I wanted you to give us life lessons. And so this one, again, in Pidgin, can you give us life lessons based on the movie The Three Amigos?
How's it? So, from the Three Amigos, here's the real deal. First, no matter how small you feel, you might end up making one big impact. so never underestimate yourself. Second, always know who your real ohana is, because having each other's back is what keeps you going. And finally, you gotta laugh, even when the situation looks nuts. Humor and heart is what'll pull you through. Simple as that, brah.
Simple as that. Always gotta laugh.
Impressive.
Always gotta laugh.
I'm more impressed. Their pigeon is getting better.
Hey Siri, your pigeon is pretty good.
I appreciate that, but hey, you're the one giving me the stage. Anytime you need those life lessons or just a good laugh, I'm here. Ready when you are for the next round.
Hey, Alyssa, Keith just popped on. You want to say hi to him?
Oh, Keith, how's it? Always good to have you in the mix. Hope you're ready for more shenanigans. Let's make it a good one.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
All right. Keith is on. He's wearing his collaborate and listen shirt. We always. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, that's the kind of fan energy we love. Let's dive in and make this episode a blast.
All right.
All right. Okay, Alyssa, we talk to you later.
All right. Take care, you folks. Catch you on the next one.
Shoots. Cousin Keith, long time no
Hey.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Notice
guess it's
anything
official. You
different?
guys are a big deal now with that new neon sign.
Yeah, you like that? How does
I
it
love
look
it.
on your end? I don't know. Like, it probably looks the same to you as we see it, kind of on the recording. But is it like shine? Is it like glowing too much?
It looks like it's flashing a little
Like
bit, kind
like
of.
it's strobing.
It's a little bit of a strobe going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as lights do on recording. So hopefully it comes out better when we actually process everything. But we made it as dim as possible. It does go up here. Let's just show. We have a remote here. Let me turn it up to 100%. Boom! Look at that. Woo! It's kind of not strobing anymore, at least.
It's not. Yeah, it's solid.
All right, let's find out. Maybe let's dial it back. 90, 80. No, see, it starts strobing there already.
Oh, it's when you start making it dimmer, it starts strobing. Yeah.
Maybe we just need it at like 100%.
Well, it looks good, guys.
Looks good enough.
And it's basically overshadowing the fact that I am wearing my collaborate and listen T-shirt today.
Yeah. And you know
We've
what else?
got it everywhere. Yeah.
We didn't show everybody this, but we got little table tents.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice.
We keep adding to the collection.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was thinking of
have
trying to
our-
figure.
We have our merch too. so
stickers.
we
Oh,
have the stickers.
nice. Yes.
Yeah.
I've got a sticker
You
right
got
here.
your sticker. So I think
So,
our next thing is going to be hats. I think I want to go with hats next.
Okay.
You're not a big hat person, are you?
I don't wear a lot of hats.
Well, visors. You wear visors?
I'll wear visors on occasion.
I wonder if you can throw it on a visor.
I do like I like
Yeah.
visors better than hats, but
I'm down
yeah,
with that.
we'll do so. Yeah, look out for hats and visors maybe next.
So, how did the first half of the episode go? You guys have any fallout from last episode? Anything interesting happening?
Not we spent a little bit of time trying to name other clowns that weren't part of the quiz. I know
Yeah.
you hit a lot of them from the quiz. So we talked a little bit about clowns. But
Not too much.
All right.
Not too much about the last episode. Not too many fact checks.
I mean, the last
Um,
episode speaks for itself. Like
yeah.
that, it just.
Definitely.
We said if you haven't seen the last episode, you have to like.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like it was forever ago. And like I was saying before, it's probably been like 6 weeks since we were doing it this way, because we waited 3 weeks from the last episode for me to get in the studio with Chad, and then another 3 weeks to be where we are now.
Now, yeah.
Yeah,
It seems like
so. In prepping the songs, we haven't done a cassette tree, because we didn't do one on the last episode, and so the last cassette tree we did was Prince, and yeah, that was a
Yeah.
while ago.
okay.
So
Um,
good to be back.
before we get to the cassette tree, you guys got something? You guys got about 2 minutes for a quick little top 10 list?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go. I got something too, maybe like based off of the movie that we just did, but we'll
All
see.
right. So I don't want to.
Wait.
I don't know how long.
Can we talk about like what you're drinking, and then also we're gonna open up one more beer before we get to that.
Yes. So I am drinking Maui Brewing Company.
Oh,
Can you read that? Pineapple Chichi. So it's a limited release called Pineapple Chichi Golden Ale. Golden Ale with pineapple, coconut, and lactose.
wow. I was like really close to picking that up in Safeway when I was looking for the El Guapo.
Yeah, so I picked
Today.
this up when I was there 3 weeks ago, brought it home. I always try to find the limited releases. The last limited release I had found was the mango sticky rice. So this pineapple chichi is it's actually very tasty. Do you guys know it? So it has, like I said, golden ale with pineapple, coconut, and lactose.
Do you know where they get? Do you know what chichi means in Hawaii?
Isn't like kind of like fancy?
No, a chichi is a female breast.
Yeah.
Well,
And then so the lactose that you're getting from there,
yeah.
it's from all their female employees.
Do you guys know why they put lactose in beer?
To build tolerance.
So I thought it was kind of interesting, because you have people who are lactose intolerant, so you'd think that you wouldn't want to put lactose in the beer. But I did look it up, and basically, well, it says brewers add lactose to certain beers primarily to increase sweetness, body, and creaminess. So
also for the pasteurization. So
yeah, there's a little bit more to it, and there's a little bit more of an explanation, but that's kind of the quick version there.
Wow.
It actually is very smooth. It took out the bitterness. You can definitely taste the sweetness in it.
Oh, that sounds. You go watch back what we drank, and you might have a better experience than we had with some of the things we had tonight. But the last one of the beers that I have is another hazy IPA. George, we'd be happy to hear that. This one looks hazy, but we had a blood orange beer earlier, and a Fire Eagle American IPA. Like Austin Beer Works is not the place to go. But anyway, this one is this one's called Half Life. It's a hazy IPA brewed by the Manhattan Project Beer Company out of Dallas, Texas. So Manhattan Project Beer out of Dallas. There's the can there, pretty simple can. We'll see how our last Austin beer smells all right. It's okay.
This is a mild, low 4.8, as it's an ale. So
yeah.
I tell you what, I like this one better than the Austin.
Yeah. The beer we had before this was a hazy, and it was really good. And then this one's it's a hazy. It's not as good as the last hazy.
Show them the can.
Can you guess what kind of beer this is?
It's a hazy. It's just like the beer can on
from
Clowns.
the Killer Clowns.
Killer Clowns beer.
So I did fact check it just to make sure when I said that they had generic beer, and it was definitely a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in like the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, I went to Costco yesterday, just because for shopping, like for home, and they had a Kirkland beer, but it was a collaboration with another. So it wasn't like a Kirkland beer, but it was a Hell's lager, and I almost picked it up just to have a Kirkland beer on here, but not worth it. Not if it wasn't the 50 cents a beer Kirkland that they had before. All right, Keith. We poured our beer. You got yours. What did you have for us?
All right, so we don't want to. I don't want to this, no pun intended. We don't want to milk the cereal thing too many episodes, but I thought we'd go top 10 blind list favorite cereals.
Okay, I like it. I like it.
All right, so the first one I picked, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that's up there.
I concur.
I don't think we can go one right away. We go two. I'll say two.
I'll say 2.
Okay, we'll go two. That's Cinnamon Toast Crunch with or without milk or diet soda.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna be a plethora of things.
So that's
That'll be late for me.
I threw in some curveballs in here. So
As long as okay.
Sugar Smacks.
Oh no. All right, George, your microphone's on.
What is that? That General Mills?
Sugar Smacks. I do remember the commercials. They weren't that good. I mean,
Wait, what
they
was
weren't
it?
horrible. Sugar Smacks.
Sugar Smacks. They were popular back in the day.
Was the frog, right?
The frog, yeah.
I'll give it a 5. I'll put it on a, like.
That's pretty high. Like,
Yeah,
Sugar
I'm
Smacks.
thinking he's gonna
There's-
give us a bunch that's not sugary.
There are Sugar
Okay.
Smacks, right? Like so, like it's at least sugar. 6.
6.
Okay, 6.
I'll give him a 6. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next one is Rice Krispies.
Only good if you're making with marshmallow.
Yeah. 9.
Yeah. We'll leave room.
Okay, I spelt Krispies wrong on that one. All right. Next up, Frosted Mini Wheats.
7.
Good snacks, yeah, 7.
I love Frosted Mini Wheats. And I think
the
this
frosted,
is more.
like the Frosted Mini Wheats. Like, was that the "Hey, give it to Mikey" commercial?
No,
No, that's Life.
that's
cereal?
Life.
Okay.
Frosted Mini Wheats are the biscuits with the frosted
On one side, yeah.
Yeah.
sugar on one side. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, that frosted that frosted stuff was.
Yeah.
That's
All right. This is going to get easy. Grape nuts.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. You say that like, is it good or bad? Because grape nuts I grew up with grape nuts as a staple at my house.
So did Wilfred Brimley.
Yeah, we had that. We did show that commercial on one of our episodes.
5.
Did we say 5
I'll
yet?
say 5.
That's right in between because
6 was
if you put grape nuts on ice cream, like with just milk. So I have memories of my dad eating grape nuts at home. Like it was a staple in my house.
Yeah.
With milk, not so much. On ice cream,
with shoyu.
maybe even
Yeah.
with shoyu. I haven't tried it with shoyu. With
I
ice
had
cream
it-
is
yeah.
already good.
I'd put grape nuts in yogurt. It was good.
Yeah, that's like do it now with granola in yogurt,
Yeah.
grape nuts in.
Yeah.
See, it's good as a topping.
I actually thought that would be like a number 10 or something. But so we've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 2, Grape Nuts at 5, Sugar Smacks at 6, Frosted Mini Wheats at 7, Rice Krispies
9.
at 9. Next up, Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh.
That's up there. Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles.
What was the highest we gave so far?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 2.
Can I just ask if you do a Pebbles cereal, will there be another Pebbles
So
cereal?
I was going to put Cocoa Pebbles in here, but I decided not to. So Cocoa Pebbles is not in here.
So this is
3.
the only Pebbles.
Yes.
3.
Yeah, 3. Like also
Well,
you could put
talk
that
about-
as a topping with ice cream.
Yeah.
That sugar milk on Fruity Pebbles was
Yeah.
crazy.
I might actually go to cherry on top after this.
Okay. Next up, Captain Crunch.
I wrote it down, Captain Crunch, as like I did like peanut butter Captain Crunch. I like Crunch Berries. I like Captain Crunch. We don't have much room at the top. I mean, that's
You've got 1 and 4, and
I
then
got
8
I,
and 10.
I gotta say maybe 4.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't. What are you leaving for one though? Like
Frosted Flakes.
he's got to have Frosted
Yeah.
Flakes in there. Are you randomly picking these, or you got the order that you're picking them in?
No, these are random. They're in a
Oh, okay.
Los Angeles Dodgers upside
Perfect,
down
perfect.
bowl.
I mean, what are we gonna leave?
And
I
I'm thinking cornflakes is 10.
I could go one. We want to maybe leave something else for one, because I do have one more here that I think could be one. So okay, I'll go 4.
It's tough.
4?
Yeah. I mean, because you got like so many, like Fruit Loops is up there still yet, and
But if you said peanut butter Captain Crunch, game over.
Okay, so we've got 3 left,
like
and
I'm
you only
thinking
have
Lucky Charms
1.
has to be in there
You have
too.
1, 8, and 10. 1, 8, and 10. All right. Lucky Charms.
8.
Yeah, 8.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not a
Lucky
I'm not a
Charms.
marshmallow fan.
Lucky Charms would probably be top
Pink
3 for
hearts.
me.
Pink hearts, yellow moons, green clovers, and blue diamonds.
I'm shocked that you guys are putting Lucky Charms at 8.
It's the marshmallows.
I mean, it's not number 1, and it's not number
All right.
10.
Yeah.
Well, okay. The next one is Cheerios. 1 or 10?
10.
Wait, Honey Nut Cheerios?
Just
Or rate-
Cheerios. So listen,
just
so
Cheerios
you
10.
guys have saved the best for last. So whatever it is. So we've got number 2, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, 3, Fruity Pebbles, 4, Captain Crunch, 5, Grape Nuts, 6, Sugar Smacks, 7, Frosted Mini Wheats, 8, Lucky Charms, 9, Rice Krispies, 10, Cheerios, and number 1. Can I get a drum roll, please?
We're banking on
We'll edit in a
we're
drum roll.
banking on it being either Frosted Flakes or Fruit Loops.
No, I know
This
what I
is
want.
Charles and George's favorite cereal in the 80s.
North
Number
Shore.
1, Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. It's only good with ranch dressing.
That's
It's only not good with vinegar.
and patis and fish
Yeah.
sauce.
that's actually pretty ironic and classic and perfect and fitting that it came up number 1,
We
right?
got it, number 1.
Perfect. All right, good job, guys.
Yeah, thanks for putting that together. I had Cookie Crunch as
So I had that, I had a list of 15. I had to cut it down to 10. Cookie Crisp.
Cookie
Cookie
Crisp.
Crisp was in there. Cocoa Pebbles was in there. There were a couple others. I
um,
wanted to throw in a couple plain, bland ones like the Rice Krispies, the Grape Nuts,
cornflakes.
Cheerios.
Like you put in frosted, like cornflakes.
Yeah.
Without
Raisin
the
Bran.
milk.
Raisin Bran.
Oh, Raisin Bran.
It's something
Ooh,
that it took me
that
a
was
while.
not a favorite of mine.
Yeah, it wasn't for me either until I got a little bit older, and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
this is pretty good."
I don't care for raisins too much.
Yeah. Special K.
I like
Ooh.
Special K came out with all of their Special K with yogurt raisins and Special K with certain things.
There was
They sell
another
at
one
Costco,
that
it's
they
pretty
had
good.
that it came out with dates and oh, what was it called? I can't remember now.
I'll be honest, the cereal that I bought as a kid depend what was the prize in the box. Remember
Okay.
when you used to buy cereal for whatever came as a prize?
Yeah. That was always a good one. Yeah, Sugar Smacks, I remember always had good prizes. Captain Crunch,
I know the good prizes always came out with a bunch of sugar on that package. So they were all sugar. Well, every cereal is pretty
yeah,
much sugar based.
uh,
Grape
for-
Nuts did not have prizes in
No.
them.
For me, marshmallows was kind of like a deal breaker, and that's why I didn't like Count Chocula. I didn't care for the Was it Lucky Charms? But I did like Fruit Loops and
I just bought the Fruit
Fruity
Loops beer, the
Pebbles.
Aloha Beer
I was just
Company
looking at that earlier
Fruit
today
Loops
too.
beer.
Yeah.
That would have been funny if we had Fruit Loops beer. It's like, I don't know what my favorite cereal is, but I got Fruit Loops.
I've had that one. The
We-
Aloha Beer Fruit Loops. Yeah.
Yeah. Good
We
stuff.
we did it one time.
Yeah.
Like George, yeah, we bought it one time.
Maybe a couple.
But they sell it at Costco now, so I bought them last night.
So you guys, I like your shirts. Did you guys talk about?
Yeah.
Did you talk about your shirts?
We were talking about it earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
We did. I don't know if you've heard of so when you were here, you stopped by the house and I had Kikaida stuff around I had the little figurines and stuff. And you're like, yeah, as often as you came to Hawaii, you didn't know about Kikaida. And so this is a Kikaida shirt.
Okay.
And then George has
Mine is a Gundam shirt.
Okay.
yeah, Japan shirts, but they're
Yeah.
both Ren Spooner shirts. We both have the Ultraman shirts. I know you know who Ultraman is.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ren Spooner does a good job.
Yeah. I have a couple Ren Spooners as well. And then obviously, so we talked about my Collaborate and Listen shirt, and it made me think about a picture of me and Chad at the Hapalua 3 weeks ago. And
yeah, it was a little while ago. Let's see.
I thought I would mention it since Chad was representing at the Hapalua, and he made me look bad with his shirt selection.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, well, I forgot about this during our fact checks, but does anybody recognize who's on the screen here?
Yes.
Suzanne Snyder.
Suzanne Snyder. And we mentioned on the last episode that on the left, that is from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And on the right,
that's from Weird Science.
That's from Weird Science. So Suzanne Snyder we did mention that. So that was like earlier fact check that we didn't talk about. That we mentioned. I just wanted to show a picture there. And look at this one. We got where's this from again, Keith?
That's 5 a.m. Hapalua half marathon. We're
Chad has his shirt on too.
Wasting time, and Chad is wearing his Collaborate and Listen shirt.
Yeah.
All right. So is it I'm curious to see what you guys pick for
Oh, what is this?
Oh gosh. Do you guys Okay. So did you guys pick your next movie?
We did pick the next movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a Skinamax movie, that's for sure.
Okay, so I got a quick story here. So if anybody's listening, it's a picture of a movie called Hard Ticket to Hawaii. And I had mentioned it maybe a month ago or probably a couple months ago, and George had mentioned something like that George, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't really know what kind of movie it was. I was kind of in search for the next Killer Clowns from Outer Space movie.
No, it's Skinamax for sure.
Okay. So one evening, Tina and I are at home and we're watching our 6-month-old grandson. And I'm looking for something to put on the TV just in the background. And I'm like, oh, okay. I remember this movie, Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Never seen it before. Let me pull it up. So we start watching it, and within 5 minutes, there's boobies. And Tina was like, what are you watching? You know? And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking at my grandson. He's staring at the TV. And within another 5 minutes, more nudity. And at that point, I realized this was a skin flick. And So Grandpa Keith showed his 6-month-old grandson his first Skinamax movie.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens when that kid gets older.
Now,
was I right though? Was Mr. Miyagi in this?
So
no, he was not.
Okay, so that's what I look. You sent me the picture, and I looked at the credits for it, and he's not in the credits, or not in the. He's not in the main credits, but that doesn't mean he wasn't in it though.
I don't. Well, so I'll be honest with you guys. So I got a little uncomfortable watching the movie after. And now I will also say I have a revelation here, guys, and I don't know if I should admit this or not, but I don't think I've ever watched a quote unquote skin flick until I saw this movie, and then I realized what a skin flick was. Like, I always joke about skin flicks and stuff, but when I watch this movie, I'm like, okay, this is definitely a skin flick.
Well, now you don't need to watch Sizzle Beach then, because
Yeah.
basically what that
So
was.
I got about 45 minutes in. Well, I turned it off after about a half hour. I then later on in the night went into my my room, and it's like, I'll turn it back on, watch it a little bit more. I turn it back on. Tina walks in, and right when she walks in, more nudity. And I was I was like, I can't believe this. So anyways, I got about I have about an hour in. I haven't finished the movie yet, but I mean, it's got a toxic snake in the movie, which I have no idea why this toxic snake is in the movie. Bazookas, drug lords, all kinds of stuff. And it revolves around FBI agents. I'm like, these are FBI agents that are going topless in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it is a hard ticket to Hawaii, so,
Yeah. I didn't put 2 and 2 together with the name or anything like that. I just thought,
Well, now you know. Don't watch Hard
you
Ticket to Hawaii with your wife.
and knowing it's half the battle.
And knowing is half the battle.
or your grandson.
The grandson doesn't quite count. I wouldn't want.
I mean, that's
He'll
a good.
find it at his own pace,
I figure that'll be
get
a good story to tell him at some point that
Yeah.
when he was 6 months old, Grandpa watched a skin flick, and
Yeah, at his
and,
wedding when you have to go up and give the speech.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know, when he was 6 months old, he watched Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
yeah.
yeah. All right.
And
So
depending on what his career ends up, like where his life leads him, that might be a story. It's like, oh, my fault.
So what did you guys pick? What movie?
We're gonna do Naked Gun.
Oh, okay.
So
Which I said, it segues right into your beer
OJ,
that you brought. Yeah,
we still have an extra can of Chasing the Juice.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you guys got to
the
drink that one
Park
next time for
It's
this one.
and
So
he's in Naked Gun. So
yeah, I'm a huge Naked Gun fan. Loved Leslie Nielsen and the Police Squad Files, the TV show.
nice beer. Thanks, I just had it stuffed.
Yeah. When the newest Naked Gun came out with Leslie Nielsen, with Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson, me and my 2 sons went to go see it in the theater. It was their, introduction, I guess, to the Naked Gun. I don't know if they saw the originals, but anyways, love the Naked Gun.
Did you like the new one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I think one of my favorites was when they were going through with all the father sons. And,
yeah.
and then they had the black guy. He's like, nah.
There was another scene in there. Gosh, I can't remember what it is, but I just remember like kind of getting a stomach cramp. It was a good. There's some good laughs in it for sure.
Okay. Now I have so the other thing that we talked about, so with the Three Amigos, that movie takes place in 1916. And we talked about it earlier. I was telling George, I went down this rabbit hole of sort of like a history lesson of 1916, like what was around, what wasn't, like how did they have, there was no electricity in the movie. And it just kind of, I went down a little bit of the rabbit hole. And so I put together a little quiz. I don't even know the answers. So for all of us, we're going to do, it's 10 things. Were they invented or not? So simple answer, yes or no, true or false. These things were invented or not invented by 1916. And also disclaimer, this is Alyssa giving me the answers, which may or may not be correct, but hopefully they're pretty close.
Well, the main thing is she talks in pidgin, so
We can ask her again to explain anything she gets wrong. If we say something that's wrong, put it in the comments. Send us an email, 808collaborate@gmail.com, and let us know that Alyssa was wrong. All right. Airplanes. Airplanes were invented by 1916. True or false?
Yes.
Oh, like he's writing them down.
I'm gonna say yes, and even more specific, mail planes.
They were delivering mail already. So again, I don't have the answers or the explanation, so I won't be able to say like, oh yes, there were airplanes, but I do know that in 1916 it was already World War I, and there were planes flying around in the World War. So yes, airplanes were invented by 1916. All right, what about the television?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
When do you think do you think the television was invented? Back to the Future, when did they go back to? No, they didn't go back that far. Right, because even in Back to the Future, they went back and they had the black and white TV. Chad would know this.
Yeah.
It was pretty close to when the television was invented.
I want to say like the television came out in like the 60s. I'm gonna say this.
No, it was
before
earlier than that.
Before
They
the
had
60s? Back to the Future. How far back did they go? They were in 85, and then they went back to.
Isn't it 1952?
I'm thinking 30s, 40s, 30s,
No, not
40s. Picture tube. When was silent?
That's radio.
silence.
Like radio. That's radio.
No, didn't they? But they went back to 1952, right? And
Okay, the good news is the quiz is 1916. So
Okay.
let's not get
So again, that would be a no.
That'd be a no. Television not around
Okay.
in 1916. All right. What about the zipper?
Yes.
Zipper Amigos, they got their clothes on. It's all buttons. It's all like they slip in.
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes.
I think they had the zipper. Correct answer, yes. Zipper was invented. All right. What about plastic?
No.
Like water bottles.
No.
I'm gonna say no, but maybe pleather.
What is? All right. They had already invented plastic. We'd have to go look up exactly like what they made out of plastic or what those things are. But yeah, plastic, which is not normal. You don't just like go mine plastic out of the.
So by then there was a plethora of things that they were making out of plastic.
Were you around when George is talking about plastic? No, that was when we're talking about the movie.
Before he came on.
Plethora of great amounts.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. The atomic bomb. Was that invented?
No.
Nope. Or else they probably would have used it in World War I. All right. The atomic bomb was not invented. What about neon lights? Oh, neon lights.
There you go. Wow. How topical is that? The answer is no.
I did not tell Alyssa to make it relevant to this current episode. But neon lights? No, there was barely electricity.
Yeah. Oh, but neon's a gas.
Oh. Neon lights were invented. All right, we have to go look that up, but neon lights were invented.
See?
In 1916 by 1916. What about traffic lights?
No.
There's no need for traffic lights. Even if they were invented, that'd be stupid.
Yeah. The cars weren't moving that fast.
All right. It does say invented.
Okay, this is crazy.
Alyssa doesn't know. What about ballpoint pens? Were they still writing with quills and?
No. I'm going to say yes.
They had ballpoint pens.
Because they already had more. They
had traffic lights.
They had communication via Morse code.
All right.
They weren't.
What do you think, Keith? Ballpoint pens?
Well, I've said no the last couple times I've been wrong, so I'm going to go with yes this time.
All right. Ballpoint pens not invented.
Oh my goodness gracious.
All right. Electric refrigerators. Yes or no?
1960.
I'm
No.
gonna say no, but Electric Boogaloo, yes.
There's no stopping us. No stopping. I'm going to say electric boogaloo for sure. Wait, what are we drinking?
We're moving on to the next. This is a hazy from San Diego,
Ooh.
Harlan Brewing. That's all I know. It's a very generic looking. So far, generic seems to be working for us, though.
Yeah.
But the label,
Oh, it tastes big. All right. I'm gonna finish this off. No. I mean, yes, electric refrigerators were invented and washing machines were also invented.
an Electric Boogaloo.
And electric boogaloo was
You know what?
not
Okay,
until 100 years later.
I got to put this in I should have put this in a little bit more perspective as a point of reference. But anyways, yeah, my grandmother was born in she's now passed away, but she was born in 1906. So I probably should have known the answer to a lot of these.
You got to put that into time frame.
Yeah. So
Right.
a lot
Even
of
if you
that
think
stuff,
like our parents are born like 1940s.
yeah.
And then you kind of think like, okay, what did they have when they were younger? And
Yeah.
like, yeah, history. I don't think about history enough. I'm like, I enjoy learning about history now. And this movie brought me a lot of interest in just around that time, around
Just
I will say I'm embarrassed to I'm embarrassed to say this, but when we were taking the quiz, I was picturing the Three Amigos set in Mexico.
Yeah.
The people there having it, but so I probably shouldn't have just thought about a rural part of Mexico and thought about somewhere else.
Now, to put this into collaborate and listen perspective, this movie takes place around the same time as The Ride, which
Yeah.
we haven't done as an official movie, but we've talked about it.
Yeah.
And Duke Kahanamoku and everything that happens around the same time of
in his lifetime, yeah.
his lifetime, and building the Moana Surf Rider Hotel.
Exactly. So yeah. So you thinking of a rural part in Mexico compared to
The Moana
somewhere
Surf
like
Rider Hotel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's getting late. I know it's
Yeah.
already late for Keith, but it's now time
to drop in a cassette
and push play.
Yay!
Yes. Man, that is good. I'm surprised we nailed that.
Again, my contribution to that is always the easiest. Right. Well, we'll see. What we might have other. Nope. Okay. It is time. All right. So our cousin Keith's favorite tree, our cassette tree for today, is our favorite song, and these songs all have to be by a group that is a trio.
Which I was telling Charlie earlier. I forget what my pick was already. So it's almost it's going to be a
surprise to all of us.
A surprise for me.
Okay. Well, here's the question, George. So you forgot what your pick is, but do you know what my pick is?
Yeah. That was
well,
that's
Prince didn't have a trio, so
all right. Well, we'll let you think about it.
Yeah.
Who's I don't even know who's
there's no way. Like that's
yeah.
Okay. I'm up first. And my group was the Fat Boys. I went So when this came up, I told George earlier, I went straight TLC. I'm like, it's gonna be TLC. And then they're not from the 80s.
90s, yep.
They're 90s. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, Beastie Boys, Trio, Run DMC, Trio, JJ Fad, Trio, Salt and Pepper, kind of Trio. So I almost went Salt and Pepper, and then I'm like, well, they're kind of like a duel, and then Spinderella
Spinderella's the
just
DJ.
happened
Yeah.
to. That's kind of like
That's hard.
Jam Master Jay, right?
Yeah.
Run DMC is kind of like Nacho.
Yeah.
But anyway, not everybody knows who the Fat Boys are, and if you're listening to this and you're not our age, you definitely don't know who the Fat Boys are. But they were pretty popular when I was growing up. And they had a few songs, but this is their debut song, and it was titled "Fat Boys" by the Fat Boys.
Fat Boys.
Now we may be a little chubby, but don't feel slow. We guarantee you one thing: we can surely come to the party and rock the house as we harmonize and start to turn it out. So what's the first move? And take it from me. Listen to the fish sounds of the disco 3. Ha ha.
What's funny is they're not even that fat.
I was just gonna say, like, I'm looking at the white guy, and I'm pretty much his size.
I swear they were bigger in like Disorderlies. I think they're a little bit bigger.
So these guys got into acting. Do you know how many of them are still alive, though? I mean, that'll tell you if they were Fat Boys or not. I think only one of them is actually still alive.
Huh.
I'm not sure, but here's a second clip from the song.
Rock on to the human beatbox.
It's like the infancy of beatbox.
So that's what beatbox was. That's what beatbox was in the 80s. It was just, can you give me a beat, little bass, little treble, and
It's gotten a lot more complex.
I was going to put in another clip of like the world champion beatboxer, but beatbox is not even about providing beats. They're basically DJs. Like what DJs do with their with their soundboards and with everything. People are doing that with just their mouth. But I got
It's like
one. I do have one bonus clip.
Acapella.
And a lot of people back in the 80s have heard of the Fat Boys. Not a lot of people knew the Skinny Boys. These were one of my, I had the Skinny Boys cassette, and this is these are one of my favorite groups. So they also said, hey, the Fat Boys have a beatbox. We're going to have a beatbox and we're going to rap. And so this is the skinny version of what the Fat Boys are.
Boys are fresh.
Try to see MLS if you know what I mean. The Skinny Boys came in here to make that grease. We bust through the door without our knock socket, Sean. Super J. Kick it.
That's a pretty cool album name, Weightless.
Weightless. Yeah, look at them on the
scale.
But anyway, have you guys heard of the Skinny Boys?
I heard of that. I can't say I would have recognized any of their songs, but I remember the name.
Yeah, I definitely remember the name, but I wouldn't be able to identify any of their music. But that sounded good.
Yeah, I mean, it was that was a trend to be like Dougie Fresh, Fat Boys, Skinny Boys. I mean, those were people that were known for beatboxing in their songs. All right, Keith, your choice, your first choice.
Nope, I wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah, so when I heard Trio, I immediately thought, so it came down to three groups for me: Sweet Sensation, Expose, or the Cover Girls. And
all good choices.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was tough, but I ended up going with Sweet Sensation.
All right, let's hear it.
So Sweet Sensation had a lot of good songs. Again, it was tough to pick a song, but I like this song. This song has like a minute and 30-second build up until it gets to the point where she starts singing. And as soon as she starts singing right there, it just hooks me. Love that song.
Yep.
You know,
And
I didn't know even what they look like. I know the group name, I know their songs,
yeah.
but I've never seen. I don't know what they look like.
Yeah, so I had the CD. She's obviously cute. But yeah, so Sweet Sensation, Expose, another good one. Cover Girls, another good one.
Yep.
Liked all three of them.
I will say that when you send me the link on Spotify to put in here, and
Yeah.
then when I put in a link from YouTube or wherever else I get it from, they don't always match up, and then I have to
Yeah.
go figure out. And you're like, oh, just start the clip.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
clip started at like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but anyway, I got another clip.
All right.
I love the synchronized dancing. You know, it's like you guys are in a video, you guys got to dance, and they hired a choreographer to just.
I mean, those three groups. So Sweet Sensation, Expose, and Cover Girls have toured together for decades, and they'll still come even to Hawaii. The ladies of the '80s, you know, they.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe they were friends back then, or they became friends because they came out around the same time. But yeah, I mean, it to me, it's all relative. You know, Sweet Sensation, Expose, Cover Girls, they're they're all up there.
It's on my play. Like I have on my playlist is I have a Sweet Sensation station, and yeah, that's I
Yeah.
can do that all.
You're
the
gonna
time.
get all of that.
Yeah.
Is it Lisa Kojat?
All right,
Oh,
George.
yeah, yeah.
Surprise.
That's right.
Surprise. All right,
I
you want to tell
forgot
us
what the-
anything before we listen to the first clip?
No, I mean, you know, this could even fall under Keith's. So George said what? I mean, listening to Rush, I was heavily influenced by my friends, and I personally listen to rap. I listen to like Hawaiian music. I listen to reggae. My friends introduced rock and punk music, and that was my influence was a lot from my friends Mark and Kimo and Ron, and they it it kind of opened my eyes, and it also had a lot to do with my willingness to be open and not completely shut out the fact that this was music that was unfamiliar to me, but to be open to groups like Rush and the Cult and Steve Miller Band, and you know, like it just it was pretty wild. My car was pretty wild with the different variations of music from
Hey,
punk,
George, I got to interrupt. You mentioned the Cult.
yeah.
She Sold Sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
I love that song.
Cult was like Electric, Love, like all that. The albums are all unbelievable. But yeah, I mean that like uh, my environment is what kind of formed my knowledge and my influence of music. It's just like I took in everything.
Well, I'm shocked that you pick Rush,
Yeah.
but yet I am happy with the selection. I still listen to Rush this day, to this
Yeah.
day.
All right, let's hear this one.
Come up, Irie.
Monday warrior, mean, strong.
all your mean pride.
All right. So when you pick this song, this is not even like in my mind a trio. Like wait, what did you pick? And I'm like, okay, whatever you said, I'm gonna put it in here and then I'll let you explain it. And then I looked up a little bit more about like them being a trio, and when you listen to the music and that it's coming from three people,
Yeah.
how is this coming from like just here's a drum player, here's a like a guitar,
Yeah, guitar, bass,
keyboard, like it's
drum.
bass, this,
Yeah.
that, like it. Okay, here. There's
If
one
you,
more clip.
oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
all right.
Yeah, we'll listen to this clip and just appreciate the music coming from this. Yeah, that's
If you so if you ask musicians who were the top 3 drummers of all time, rock and roll drummers of all time, Neil Peart of Rush would most likely be in everybody's top 3. Sometimes if you just put on Rush and kind of like close your eyes and then just listen to the drums, it's mind-blowing.
So this is what led me to this song. If you have the time, check out this movie. It's called Adventures of Power, and it's an air drumming competition. It's fictional. It's about an air drumming competition, and the final song that they have to play in this competition is Tom Sawyer. And it's like the pinnacle of drumming performances, and it's just these in the finale there's these three people and they're air drumming, so you know there's no actual musical instrument, they're air drumming to Tom Sawyer.
but you know the drummer is one of the best drummers. If in this
Yeah.
air drum competition, you're gonna play your song. Yeah. That's like anything with rock band that has guitar in it
Yeah.
is like, okay, this is a decent guitar song because that's what you're playing in guitar band and they're featuring it.
So we were actually a couple episodes back, we were talking about this movie, and it had me thinking about it. And then when we picked the trio thing, I had to think back if Rush was a three-man band.
All right. Well, we're just about ready to close up, George. Before we close up, I want to say like this beer has been delicious. I didn't guess any alcohol content. I'm guessing it's pretty big. Before I look at it, you want to give it a quick guess on? We'll
I'm
show
gonna
people
give it
again what
I'll give it
was.
a 9 on the quaffable, and I'm gonna say 7.4.
Yeah, it tasted big. It's like
Yeah,
I'll
it's
say
a little
around
bit
there
bigger,
too.
yeah.
I'll say this is the biggest beer we had
Tonight.
tonight,
Yeah.
and that's right around there. Yeah, I'll go 7.3 just to be a little different. And on the quaffable, it was yeah, for me like about an 8.5, but it tasted big. So we'll see. San Diego 6.5. What the heck?
Oh.
Keith, we are professionals with guessing alcohol content. We were so off tonight. Out of the highs,
one of
the
the-
highs were low, the lows were
The
high.
blood work one, I think we were pretty close.
Yeah, well, the first one that we had, and then
The one we didn't like.
the blood work,
The
threw
one
us
we
off
liked
for
the
everything
least.
else. We were so off tonight. But songs for next. Okay, so we did pick the next movie, and I didn't give you just a little bit of background. Chase and Ashley, my kids were in town this past week and had a wonderful weekend spending time with them. And Ashley's son Austin, and so I went to Austin. Her son's name is Austin. We bought him like Austin sweatshirts, and but her son, he listened to an episode, like listens a little bit to the podcast. He chose Naked Gun, and that's how we got Naked Gun. And then we were talking about, okay, what are we gonna choose for our next cassette tree? Nothing to do with Naked Gun, but we're gonna do non-black rap song
Or rap artist.
or rap artists or
Okay.
group from the 80s.
Okay.
Originally, I said white boy rapping, but it makes more sense to just be non-black.
We wanted to expand a little bit in case you had.
Open it up to like Cypress Hill or like this is the
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. So to send us off, I know you guys have been practicing your Three Amigos salute. Can you guys do it for us real quick? Stand up and do the Three Amigos salute to send us off. Close the episode.
cannot.
Let's do it.
I know you did it on.
Yeah.
But what is okay? It's when we are the three amigos, right? One,
I thought
1, 2,
two,
3,
look,
turn,
three.
and then
ugh.
pelvic thrust.
Hey,
All
we
right, all
can't even get the cassette tree thing in order after we practice.
It took us like 6 episodes to get that cassette tree thing right.
Yeah.
And I can't guarantee I'll get it right next time.
We did pretty good on that. What one the and then cough.
It's a half a
Turn.
Macarena and a testicle check.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Not bad. You guys did all right.
All right. All right, Keith.
All right,
thanks
guys.
for staying up with us, wearing
Yep.
the shirt, and having a little Maui brew.
Giving us some feedback. And
Yeah,
episode 39.
in the books. Always a good time.
Yep.
All right,
All right,
see you in a
guys.
couple weeks.
All right. Thanks again. Love the neon sign. Looks
All
good.
right. We'll see how that looks on the recording. But yeah, appreciate it. All right.
Cheers.
All right, guys.
See you soon.
All right.